Hey 143 fam, we're going to take a look at your mid-month love horoscopes here. For those of you interested in my giveaway this month, I'm going to be choosing two winners. You'll get to decide between a free reading or a free healing session to be considered. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, also leave me a comment below your video and I will notify winners at the very end of the month. For those of you on Instagram, you can follow me at UrbanSoulGuru or my private account at Tony Writes Official. All of my contact information is in the box below. Now let's jump into your horoscopes and see what's in store for the rest of March. Hey Gemini, this reading is for Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising in Love, March 15th through the ends of the month. Gemini in Love, March 15th through the ends of the month. Gemini, I'm hearing to surrender. For some of you, it's about a release and surrender, surrendering to universe, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest in love. Acknowledge what it is that you want, but make sure as part of law of attraction, as part of your manifestation process, you are truly releasing surrender to universe. That means letting go so that universe can manifest whatever it is that you want at the highest level, that is truly in alignment, so that it is truly in alignment of your highest good. I'm also hearing to surrender in regards to like arguments or disagreements over the next couple of weeks. There could very well be some miscommunications because even though Mercury has now gone direct, there's still that shadow period. Gemini, surrender. Do not let arguments linger to prevent something small from snowballing into a much bigger issue that it just does not need to turn into at this time, okay? For a percentage of you, and Spirit's saying a smaller percentage, it's about surrendering to love. It's about trusting your partner. It's about trusting the process, okay? So Gemini, I'm actually going to pull cards a little bit differently. I'm going to use the same spread, but I'm going to cut the deck, and then we'll pull cards one by one. Gemini, March 15th. March 15th through the ends of the month, Gemini. First card out, we have separation, okay? For those of you dealing with the separation, and I'm actually feeling for more of you than not, the separation is actually physical separation, living in two cities, somebody traveling for work, more so than an emotional separation or breakup, okay? But regardless of what kind of separation this is, somebody, and this very well could be your energy, this could be both of you, trying to manifest a resolution so that you don't have to be apart anymore, but somebody has to stop trying too hard. Somebody's trying to control an outcome here, and Spirit's saying, we can do this better. Trust, if you can give a little more time, exercise a little bit more patience, this is about to be resolved. I do see somebody though, and this is for a smaller percentage of Gemini, I see somebody really struggling. It's not so much about separation, it's about dark night of the soul. I see somebody having a really, really hard emotional time, and this lingers into the next 2 weeks for some of you, Gemini. If you're seeing this in a partner, Spirit is saying that there's a resolution. Again, someone's trying to manifest a resolution to a difficult situation at this time. Release and surrender. If you're seeing a partner go through this, don't try to force them to heal. There's some sort of karmic process they're going through, probably triggered by something in Mercury retrograde or during Mercury retrograde. I do see this coming to an end soon. I see the dark night of the soul, the separation, whatever the trigger is for somebody lying in bed. For some of you, this could just be someone's not feeling well. I see somebody feeling better by month's end, but don't be surprised if this energy carries over into the second half of the month, okay? It does feel like this is something, if this applies to you, Gemini, or if this applies to your romantic partner, it feels like that's already ongoing. That doesn't feel like a new separation or somebody abruptly not feeling well over the next couple of weeks, okay? I suppose it could for some of you, but this really feels like something being carried over from the beginning of March now into the second half. Next card out here, center of the reading, we have Unrequited Love, okay? Spirit is saying that some of you, if a separation occurs, it still feels like this would have happened prior to the 15th for the majority of you. But if you allow somebody to come back during Mercury retrograde and all of a sudden Mercury goes direct on the 10th, so say between the 10th and the 15th, seeing somebody having like this light bulb moment, this light bulb clarity of like, wow, was there a mask? Wow, was I missing some red flags? wow, that chemistry is no longer mutual. For some of you, Gemini, it wasn't about calling somebody in so that you could get back together. It was calling somebody in so that you could finally be peaceful about truly separating, recognizing that something about this older relationship, okay, this does not apply necessarily to those of you in newer relationships, unless it's somebody you met during Mercury retrograde. This feels very tied to Mercury retrograde for you. Something's off about it. The attraction, the chemistry. Some of you allowed somebody back because you were suffering, because you were going through this dark night of the soul energy, only for this person to arrive back in your life and you're like, oh, I don't actually have all that love and all those feelings, and now you can peacefully move forward. For others of you, this feels past tense and it comes through as fearful. Somebody's fearful of an ending that doesn't need to exist. So also release and surrender, like release and surrender that fear to universe so that you don't manifest a separation. Something's going on here that feels out of your control. It feels out of a partner's control, but you can bypass this energy, okay? I think some of you should get some energy cleansing done, okay? Especially if the separation energy, whether it's you or the partner who's emotionally struggling, whoever that applies to, still get some energy cleansing done for yourself. Suggest that to a partner if they're really struggling, okay? But I do see you moving past this. So we move past that energy to passion. It's night and day. It's somebody fearing that there is no passion. It's somebody fearing that they may not be attractive enough for a partner anymore, or wondering where the chemistry went. And now you get this clarity too, like, oh, that was just a fear and we're perfectly fine. I see somebody feeling better and being able to get back to being passionate. Spirit just showed me like a visual of turning night into day. So this is where you come back into the daytime, into the sunshine. Two partners really being able to enjoy each other again. Without whatever this baggage is, I do see that something's going to get cleared once and for all for somebody here. Now, if it's once and for all in regards to a relationship that doesn't serve you, you're going to come full circle with your peace and you'll be able to move on. But the positive here too is, for those of you in romantic relationships, whether you've been together for a long time or not, I see something karmic being resolved out of self-love, out of really tackling whatever this was, whatever was difficult during the Mercury retrograde, and finally being able to move forward from love being really difficult to love being full of joy and passion and sunlight and all those positive emotions and experiences. Clarifying separation. We have you deserve love, okay? So this is where we come back to self-love, but it's self-love through really difficult emotions. Like that water, that's not like a peaceful stream. There's energy and there's movement, and that can be an incredibly positive message, but clarifying separation, Spirit is showing me that someone's emotions haven't been stable. Gemini, I honestly feel like this energy is more Gemini than Gemini's partner for the majority of you. Geminis have had a very difficult Mercury retrograde. Other signs haven't gone through the ringer quite as much, okay? So if you feel like, oh my God, what happened? Mercury retrograde is never this difficult for me. It was collective, and Spirit just did a collective cleanse. We have a lot of work to do as Geminis. We have work out there in the world to do. We have work on ourselves that we still need to do. And there was a block and Spirit removed it. And so if you had to go through some crazy emotions and dark night of the soul energy, it was all to progress you forward to a much happier and healthier life and loving relationships, okay? But Spirit is saying those difficult emotions are moving forward. You are moving past this with or without a partner. So unrequited love, again, I love these messages around unrequited love, and this is why I was picking up this is fearful, not truth. Clarified, center the reading by attraction, okay? So unrequited love, we had passion, and now we have attraction clarifying unrequited love. Whoever isn't feeling attractive, whoever isn't feeling like their partner still loves them, whoever's feeling like there's an issue, like something's about to fizzle and die out, you literally couldn't be more wrong, okay? Okay, do you see this? I'm getting a lot of Leo energy here for you through attraction here. I just got Scorpio through this. So some of you may be dealing with Scorpios and some Leos. There's so much attractive energy here. Spirit also said, who, if you moved on from a relationship where a partner made you feel like you weren't good enough for them, that you weren't attractive enough for them, or maybe you were so attractive and shining so bright they couldn't handle all of you, there's somebody coming in that can now. This Leo energy is so big for you. It's the sun. It's honestly that Leo energy usually attracts more than one partner, more than one suitable partner or admirer at the very least, Gemini. Put yourself out there, but for those of you struggling, I don't even think that you can sweep any of these emotions under the rug. I don't think that you can bury any of this. I think for some of you, there was a trigger during Mercury retrograde, and it was very overwhelming. You have to handle that first. So if you're coming into the second half of the month still struggling, still trying to sort things out, that's going to be more important than attracting new love in. That's going to be more important than spending time, honestly, even with committed partners. For some of you, you're taking a time out. This separation isn't about a breakup. It's about a time out to say, look, I love you. The love and the passion, all is intact here, okay? But I need to focus on me. Out of self-love, I have to get my emotions, my physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health back on track here. And then I'm going to circle back to you, and it's going to benefit our love. That could also be a trigger for a partner too. Like, you're taking space for me. Like, do you not love me anymore? It has nothing to do with that. Whoever's worried about that, it's the opposite. Someone's just taking care of themselves. Gemini, I really feel like it's you that still needs to be taking care of yourself, prioritizing yourself over the next 2 weeks. Passion clarified by retreat, okay? Similar message, someone may be retreating to heal, but this feels like you get past all of the difficulty, emotions, and the struggles and the ups and downs. Now you get to retreat with the partner that you love. You will call in somebody new, or at least catch somebody's eye. If you are on healing treaty or traveling alone, I feel like some of you just need to get away. If you can travel, you will come back to your relationship more passionate, with more energy, with better energy for yourself, and therefore better energy for your partner. Someone needs to get away. Someone still needs to heal. Gemini, if it's you, hear that message, start making some plans, okay? Crowning your reading, we have religious factors, spiritual factors. This person is in alignment with your soul journey, but more than anything, you need to realign with your religious and soul and spiritual journey here, okay? Something feels off for Gemini, and it's okay to acknowledge that. Bottom of the deck, look at these beautiful, I'm going to hold all of this up because this also goes hand in hand with travel too, but romantic feelings, soulmate energy, love here isn't the problem. So if you're cross-watching and you've been seeing your Gemini struggle and you're wondering if they still love you, it's not a lack of love. Somebody in the mix here, whether it's Gemini or Gemini's partner, has to heal themselves right now. Somebody has to heal themselves right now, okay? But once you do, you get back to the passionate, to the soulmate, to the romantic feelings. I see something being resolved by the end of the month, but it may take the rest of the month. So Gemini, if this is you, take really good care of yourself. Know that you're in good company. Know that this isn't happening as any sort of bad karma, okay? It's just about moving you forward so that you can realign. Spirit says so that you can be the light again. So that you can be the light again. And not just in love, but across the board, especially in career, so you can be the light again, so you can be the light worker, the healer, so you can be out there really helping people again. Make sure you're getting some work done for yourself, okay? Gems, if you feel like you need more clarity than this, reach out. I'm available for private readings, for energy healing. You know I specialize in energy work. Reach out if you need it, okay? I will be back for April 1st for your full month of April reading, but in the meantime, I'm sending you all so much love, like gratitude. I'll see you back here soon. Ciao.